Hi, Ghost Recaps here. Today we will be going through an action, drama, and war movie from 2022, named Sniper, The White Raven. There will be spoilers ahead in this video, so chill out and enjoy. At the beginning of the movie, we see a couple, Mykola and Nastya, who live in a very peaceful area on 2 hectares of land in the Donbass region of Ukraine. They are considered to be the first settlers in Donbass. Mykola is a mathematician, physicist, and ecologist. Both were very happy in their lives. As Nastya is pregnant, Mykola always goes to school by bicycle. One day when he goes to school, he sees on the news that special forces have killed more than 100 protesters in Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. He also learns that their president has fled to Russia. Because Russia is on the verge of invading Ukraine, there is a student in the school named Ivan who shows no interest in learning. Instead, he annoys the teacher at every opportunity, but Mykola never tells him anything because he is a pacifist. Nastya was alone at home when Mykola went to school, and she was always doing something or other in her free time, such as drawing, making arts, and many other things. One day when Mykola and Nastya were being interviewed, they were asked about the symbol that was made near their house, and Nastya told them that it was a sign of our ancestors. The next day, on his way to work, Mykola finds armed men near his land. He doesn't think much of it and goes on as usual. He parks his bike and goes inside the school, but the whole school is empty, and he is the only teacher there. He can see from the news that there is chaos all around as Russian forces are invading neighboring areas. After seeing this, Mykola runs to her house because Nastya was alone at home, and there he also saw armed men who could harm her. Mykola understood that those people were not Ukrainians. Russian soldiers are assaulting Nastya when Mykola arrives. He goes to help but is knocked down by the back of a gun. He pleads not to hurt her because she is pregnant, but they don't listen. The Russian soldiers thought that both of them were spies because they understood the meaning of that symbol to be something else, as well as because Nastya was wearing strange clothes and something was applied to her face. She used to do this when she used to make drawings of birds. She used to wear such clothes to hide from them. But seeing all this, the Russian soldiers thought that she was either a spy or a sniper. A Russian soldier goes inside their house and burns it down. When both Russians are about to leave, Nastya grabs a stone to retaliate. But he is shot and dies in front of Mykola. Mykola has nothing left to lose, and we can clearly see the sense of revenge in her eyes. Moments later, 2 Ukrainians, members of the militia, help Mykola dig a grave for his wife. When he returns to his burned house, he can retrieve the wooden crucifix his wife had made for him. Mykola, with a broken heart, buries his wife and then decides to leave with the Ukrainians. Unsure what he will do next, he joins the Ukrainian militia on their way to the camp. The leader doesn't trust him, thinking he might be a spy. He expresses his intention to join them and drive the Russians out of their country. He is then given the chance to train with them, but being a pacifist, he has little knowledge of guns and is having difficulty with the training. A woman shows him how to disassemble and assemble a gun. He is determined to learn while doing some physical conditioning one night. Mykola is obsessed with revenge, so he doesn't give up. He tells his officer that I am not a pacifist anymore. My code name is Raven, but the officer says that code names are not given just like that. He has to earn them. Mykola is determined to equip herself with all the knowledge and skills she needs to seek revenge. The trainees are told that we do not have enough snipers. When asked who is willing to volunteer, very few show interest. But Mykola also stands up to them and expresses her willingness to face the challenge. But the officer tells him that you can never become a sniper. It is not in your power because you cannot even disassemble and assemble the gun in time. Mykola requests that he be given a chance to prove that he can do it. He assures the officer that he can disassemble the gun and assemble it in 20 seconds. Hearing this, along with the officer, other people also start laughing, but the officer gives him a chance. An AK-47 is placed on the table for Mykola. When he was going to complete this challenge, he blindfolded himself. He disassembles and assembles the gun in just 18 seconds, and this time people clap for him. Mykola is now accepted for sniper training, and all of them were sent to another place for training. Everyone was given a sniper rifle, but when it was Mykola's turn, she was given an old model. Mykola refused to take the old model and said, I also want a SVD-63 automatic rifle, but the man in front got angry. It happens that Mykola has no other way, so he takes training with the same rifle. Now all of them are given all the training that is given to every sniper, and the captain tells them all the things that every sniper should know. The captain tells them that a sniper's weapon is not his weapon but his ability. No matter how deadly a sniper is, if he doesn't have intelligence and stamina, he can never be a good sniper. Mykola was not doing much in training, and he was getting back to minus points, the reason for which was his old rifle, and everyone knew that. Mykola was a mathematician and physics teacher, so his knowledge served him well in his training. He began to calculate things in his mind, and when this happened, he was able to shoot in the dark. When the training focuses on calculations, Mykola impresses the captain as she is able to calculate the answer before her fellow trainees. His being a mathematician comes in handy, and Mykola later passes sniper training. Now everyone is sent to the war zone to take charge. One day Mykola is asked by the captain to pack her bags. She is part of the team that is to be sent to an outpost that has been captured by the Russians. The captain takes Mykola with him, as he was a first-class sniper, as well as some assaulters. They surround the outpost and kill all the Russians. The captain congratulates the team on their successful first mission. When they return to their command post, Mykola searches for her friends and fellow trainees. He has said that he is on a different mission. Later, he learns that one of them was brutally killed by a sniper and also records his video. One day, the team sets out on a mission again. Explosives are set up, and the trigger is concealed under a leaf. When the Russians are getting closer, Mykola is surprised to see her former student Ivan with them, the student who always opposed her. All the Russians, including Ivan, are killed by the detonation of the explosives. The captain tells Mykola not to feel so bad, as it was her choice to join the army. That night, the captain tells Mykola about his family. The captain told him he had 2 daughters, and they didn't know I was in the military. He has made a deal with his wife that she won't tell my daughters anything about me. They think I am a businessman. The captain sees the crucifix he is carrying and asks if it is a talisman. Mykola tells him that it is a symbol of family for her. On the other side, we see the Russian army, which tells a sniper named Syrai, that we want you to cover us because there are 2 snipers in the Ukrainian army, who are killing our people. The sniper agrees. This is the same sniper who killed Mykola's partner. Meanwhile, Mykola and the captain are preparing to invade Russian territory. Mykola sees through her scope the man who killed his wife. Mykola, unable to bear seeing this, asks the captain for the green code to fire. But he didn't get permission. Mykola asks for permission again because she had a perfect shot, but the captain does not allow her because he thinks there might be a sniper hiding here. Mykola can't afford to miss this opportunity, so he pulls the trigger and hits the Russian in the neck. The Russian is killed, but the other man hides behind a tree and informs Siri, which now puts the sniper on alert. And started looking for them. Captain gets very angry at this stupidity of Mykola. The captain sees Siri, and he tells Mykola where the sniper is. But the Russian is too quick to react, and he shoots the captain. Mykola also survived here with great difficulty. Today the captain was killed because of his mistake. He was not only his senior but also a good friend. He regrets that he could not control his emotions, and the captain was killed. To find the sniper who killed the captain, Mykola goes on a solo mission to take down 2 Russian army snipers, one hiding in a pile of trash and one in the warehouse out front. Mykola kills them both in a very cunning way. That day, Mykola receives a call from the brigadier general, and he is called for a meeting. All the snipers are told that we have some information about a Russian sniper. His name is Siri, and he can shoot from a distance of 1.5 kilometers. He has a very deadly weapon whose bullet explodes as soon as it enters the body. He has so far killed 5 of his snipers and a few assaulters. It is learned that he is in a chemical plant and is not changing his position. Some snipers give their opinion that we can lay mines there, but Mykola says that the chemical plant is filled with chlorine at high pressure, and if the cylinder explodes due to mines, then a huge environmental disaster can happen. The commander explains to them how to execute this mission. First of all, a team of snipers is prepared, whose job it is to kill the enemies standing outside the compound. When all the enemies are killed, the way for Mykola will be cleared, and they will reach the top of the building with another man, where 2 more men were also present with Siri. A man tries to confuse Siri while a team of snipers opens fire on enemies. After counting down to shoot at the exact moment they manage to destroy their targets, a man fires shots in the air to get Siri's attention, leaving Siri clueless about what's going on. On the other hand, Mykola enters the compound. Here he is faced with 2 men, one of whom was the one who killed his wife. Mykola kills them both and moves on. Siri is now suspicious because her group not responding. Mykola kills one of the 2 snipers accompanying Siri, and now there are only 2 people left in the compound. Siri, now aware that he is under attack, goes to the roof to investigate and checks on one of the 2 snipers. He is surprised to find that the sniper appears to be still in his position. Realizing that the sniper has been shot, he calls for backup and is told to wait 10 minutes for the team to arrive. Siri goes back, and as he is back in his realm, he sees that he has a wooden crucifix. Before he knows it, Mykola jumps on his back and stabs him in the neck. The second sniper also goes back to his post, but just then a grenade explodes, and he too is killed. After some time, we see the Russian army coming towards the compound for backup. Then Mykola takes Siri's rifle and kills the driver, and the rest of the Russians are killed by his team. After completing the mission, Mykola returns to the place where his house used to be and visits his wife's grave. The avenging of his death has been completed, but the work is yet to be done. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Have a nice day.